I know this man, Fighter D's got to get revenge for everything that's happened to him, but at the same time, pulling up on your enemies while he's with his family and kids is just diabolical work, man.
Brother,
Let's see if he has enough heart to do it, man. Let's talk about it.
I have no idea what this man Fighter D is doing.
Bro, he's so confused.
Like, he's a very bold character, but like sometimes I just don't know what he's thinking. Like, why does he think he could just go in there and whoop a ranger and not expect to get packed up?
Yeah, he definitely overestimates his skills a lot for a character that's been there and done that. Literally. Like, you know what I'm saying?
For years.
Yeah.
Like,
you've been getting packed up by these people. You should know like very well how your strength stacks up against theirs. But every time he really just like, nah, I can do this. Eat with or without help. And I'm like
just because you can't die does not mean, well, he still can.
Those are the ones who can kill you though.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If he was walking that
way
up to like the regular, what's it called, agents? Okay, I understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Struggles with them.
Yo, for sure. But like, at least understand that you feel like kind of invincible. You can figure it out. You can wear them down and maybe catch the dub. But I'm like, anybody that has a divine weapon, not even like the main rangers. I'm talking about like their first in commands.
Yeah,
I don't think he's taking the dub. You know what I mean?
Wasting his time.
In this episode, he did some stupid stuff just like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because one, he meets up with the Yellow Ranger girl, which I need to know her backstory because she's just like such a weird character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
Like she's way more driven about this kill the Rangers thing than like he is. and he was a slave.
I don't know. I feel like she didn't actually start putting things together until Fighter D showed up though. Like, I think she wanted to do all these things, but she never had somebody to actually do it with her. And the fact that Fighter D came along and wanted to do it with her, I think that's what gave her the confidence. Like, yeah, okay, let's go in.
I think it's partially that, but I think it's also partially because of the tools she uses, right? Because as you saw, even in this episode, as soon as they started trying to pull up on Chidori's house, the Blue Rangers pulled up, and literally they like recognized her based off of the little shield that blocked their Ranger weapons. So I think for her, it was more so just not getting caught. Right, so if Fighter D causes all like the commotion, and she can just kind of slide in there and finish off a dude or two and get their sacred weapons, that's I feel like how she likes to go about it.
Well, what I think is that she shouldn't have used her skills though.
Yeah,
especially against people that
she probably needs it though.
Her. I understand, but she
was kind of moving.
I know, but what she should have done was done the rewind thing. It just bopped her right quick instead of using that little shield thing she had.
No, but the rewind. That's how the Green Ranger knew it was her.
I'm talking about for the regular people, unless they already know.
Everyone knows because the rewind is her divine treasure. So that's where I'm just like, for her, it's more so if she is gonna do anything, she has to low-key just kill everybody that she comes across. First try, you know what I mean? Because otherwise, if she can't do it without her weapons, then she's gonna get caught if there's witnesses. But it was definitely crazy to see them try to make up this plan. I just felt like it was very half-baked. They ain't come as prepared as they look. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It was stupid.
it definitely was, man. And honestly, even before we get to the meat and potatoes of this episode, this man, Ranger D, man, he's been getting sloppy. And now he's paranoid because he knows he's been sloppy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he went and he did his transformation in front of like 3 different sets of people, low-key.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that, even though they're under a spell or not. It's so
hella stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not a good idea.
Like, even the snake guy knows. He just knows.
Yeah.
He just chooses not to snitch on him. You know what I mean? So, like, to me, I feel like the first season, he was a lot less cocky about, like, how he went about things. This season, I feel like once he got into the Ranger Force, he just thought he could just do whatever he wanted, bro. And I'm like,
getting a little weak.
Nah. Yeah. All he really got going for him is the little burst mode he has on the sword. That's
Everybody can do that.
Exactly. It's not even like just him.
Yeah.
Only his squad really knows like how to turn it on, I guess.
Yeah.
But like still, it's not that impressive. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just crazy to me that like he's just pulling up on all of these people and trying to get these things done just like a little bit too haphazardly for me. He's acting like the other fighter, the one that went with Lord Piltrol. I can't say that man's name. You know what I'm saying? Because like she's just very impulsive, but I feel like she low-key was about it though. Like, I don't know. We never really got to see her fight for real, but at the same time, like, she had that energy. Like, I'll really slice you up right now. You know what I mean? So to me, I think character-wise, I would enjoy it more if he was just a little bit. Either he trained or something. Like, is that a thing? I don't know. Fighters can get muscle mass.
I don't feel like he could do anything. I think we just have to deal with
or give him some weapons. Like, you know what I'm saying? If he had some, like,
he can make weapons out of himself.
Yeah, but those aren't strong. You've seen how he will be weaving that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That ain't doing nothing.
He could do something with it. He's just, doing it.
It's tragic, bro. It's just tragic. And I feel like in a certain way, it's because he's turning into Sakurama and living his life as Sakurama that's making him like this. You know what I'm saying? He getting soft. Like, even like the Blue Ranger was talking about him, but didn't know he was talking about him. And he was like, yeah, I didn't know a monster could like empathize with humans and choose not to kill us. And you know what I'm saying? Like, the way he acts versus what his goals are, it's contradicting a lot. You know what I mean? Because he wants to kill all the Rangers, but at the same time, he went from killing every single Ranger to, only the head Rangers, because he has some homies now who are Rangers. You know what I mean?
And then he has the audacity to ask the second lead Ranger, the green one, if you remember everything you saw.
That was suspicious.
Why would you even ask that in the first place?
Sloppy, man.
Like, what?
And she was even looking at him a little weird after he talked to the Blue Ranger. Like,
because he said you work with monsters.
Yeah.
Obviously, when somebody hear that, that's gonna look crazy. What do you mean you work with monsters?
On the Green Squad.
Those are the people that pack up monsters. Like, come on now.
Crazy, man. But aside from that, honestly, we also got a lot of good world building, I feel like, in this episode. Because we ended up finding out when they went to go eat together that, one, they don't always tell everybody about their mission, especially for Green Squad, right away. Right? So they just thought they went to go beat up delinquents. Meanwhile, they found a whole boss monster, which is crazy that no one else really knows. And then, two, the Pink Ranger Squad is apparently like the food / logistics and like the CIA of the Rangers. Like, they get all the informations and like decide what's classified information and what information they can like give to other squads or the public. So that's kind of interesting.
So now that makes me think that I think every single Ranger squad has their own big thing that they do. Yeah. So the Green Rangers, obviously, 100%. They go kill boss monsters for their thing.
There's
the
two
Pink
of them.
Rangers go and do CIA
surveillance.
Yeah, with surveillance, whatever the case they be doing. Red Ranger just sits there and looks pretty. We don't know what they do. They probably do nothing.
Philanthropists.
They're just manipulative, torture people. I don't know.
I know Yellow is for sure research and development.
Okay.
Because Homegirl, she knows how to like, she creates all this like gadgets and stuff. You know what I mean? The second in command. Anyway.
Just saying, Chidori creates gadgets too. Yeah. Just saying.
Nah, Chidori different. We'll get to that man in a second, man.
Yeah.
Before we actually go forward too, we still gotta talk about real Sakurama, man. I feel bad for homie.
I want to know. So he looked like he was in the trash can. Then he randomly wakes up.
Old man passed up. He going through it, bro.
So can they like explain to us what happened to his face? I'm still waiting for that. It's all red and like
at the end of season 1.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I feel like at the end of season 1, whatever happened to him happened then, though. Because remember, him and Fighter D got stuck in a weird situation, and that's when they decided to swap.
Yeah, I remember he jumped off that little cliff thing. I remember that part.
Yeah, but I think he also lost his arm or something too, or I don't remember fully.
It looked like he had his arm, or maybe it was just moving too fast. I don't know. Y'all can tell me. He went through
a lot at the end of season 1. That's all I remember for sure. He was traumatized. So when they saw him messed up in season 2, I was like, yeah. That's what I remember. Makes sense. You know what I mean? But he's just having a really rough time of it because he's trying to find like the truth of like what's going on with the boss monsters. But like, unlike our boy Fighter D, he's just going through the trenches alone. And like the fact that he gets packed up, he gets fixed, and immediately after he gets fixed, right? Because he's just like really determined. Because remember, they had like a little pact, or like a bet who could get to their goal first. So he's really trying to like see what he can do to like figure out this whole like situation. He gets to the school, bro, and there's a freaking monster. I don't even know what kind of monster that is. Is that the monster the Red Ranger was supposed to go kill and he never did?
Probably.
Red Ranger L.
Why are those other people still in there? At the school was already disbanded and everything.
Funny. Like, he was tweaking. That little couple was tripping.
Yeah, I don't know. They was like, let's just die together, like
bro,
Romeo and Juliet.
And then they try to do some power of friendship. Meanwhile, the monster is right there. Yeah. They deserve to die.
They did.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Their OG Sakurama came and pulled up with something and stabbed him in the face.
He pulled up with like a pipe, stabbed it, and then pushed it through concrete.
and then randomly fell asleep after that got knocked out.
Because he's messed up still.
He's
broke like 8 bones.
Falling over the cliff, and they was.
Is he stronger than Fighter D?
100%.
Bro, he pushed the monster through concrete. I don't know if people beat that.
He gets that from his sister, man.
Right.
He be teaching him things.
You're right. I forgot his sister is a menace. But that was just crazy to me. I felt the strength feat. I was just sitting there like, this was the Green Ranger. I'd understand. Why is Sakurama moving like this right now?
Imagine the original Sakurama had Fighter D skill set. It'd be over.
Hey.
The same.
It's just tough out here, man. It's tough. Because like I said, he's just not having a good time. He gets saved by the couple, and then they cut away. I really wanted to see more of him, honestly, because right now it's like you've got Fighter D having like the real like protagonist like plot armor, and Sakurama getting it out the trenches. I didn't even go why. Like he's on his guts like struggler shit right now.
Facts.
It's not even fun for him, bro. But it was just definitely just cool to see that because he also had a pretty cool flashback to his sister. Mm-hmm. And how his sister was saying like she never wanted him to be a ranger, because
she didn't want to see him get hurt. Probably,
yeah, could be that. It felt sinister the way she said it, though.
Or she knows how they are on the inside.
Yeah, she knew something, bro.
Really
and she's in charge of the CIA, so now I'm like, I gotta know more about what's going on there. You know what I mean? But let's get to the meat and potatoes, bro. This man Chidori, okay? Mr. Aura, okay?
Got his wife and kids at the house, you know what I'm saying? Living his best life.
Yeah, Fighter D and the Yellow Ranger just pull up, tail him all the way back to his crib. And then they talk. She's cold, first of all. She's a problem.
So any regular dude, she's going to pop him.
Dogs.
100%.
They saw him at the house, and Fighter D was even like, oh, dang, that's his family. She was like, I think we can kill him. I was like,
the kids,
bro. Hey, man. That's crazy, man.
Foul work.
Y'all aren't good guys. What is that?
Work.
You know what I'm saying? And to make things worse, as soon as they pull up at night, because Fighter D's Loki still rethinking this, the Blue Ranger and the other girl from his class pulled up too, and he just told him about like, oh yeah, I'm doing this for my brother and sister. And Fighter D like, hey, y'all can just run away, right? Like, y'all don't have to be here. But they don't know it's him. So they're like, nah, we gonna kill you. We packing you up.
But then he got the opportunity to kill homeboy, and then he says, I love you, brothers. I was like, He's like, damn, I can't do it.
But so, that's what makes it funnier, too, because this man Chidori sitting on top of the house and just shoots them.
Bro, no sniper, no nothing. Just straight aim with a pistol, brother.
That's why he's Mr. Aura, okay? That boy,
he said,
cold.
I heard too much ruckus outside.
Oh, me.
I had to get active. I said, oh.
Nah, it was crazy, man. And on top of that, right, the girl, she ends up having to fight the Yellow Ranger. Yellow Ranger, first of all, I didn't know you could move like that. I apologize. I was unaware of your game.
Yeah, I wasn't familiar with your game.
Bro, she knocked her the heck out. You know what I'm saying? But immediately, that girl pulls out the blicky and starts shooting at her, and the shield blocks it and reveals her identity. I ain't gonna lie. I think I looked away for a second. I don't know if she survives or not.
Me personally, if she realized it was me, I'm gonna have to pack her up because I can't let.
Yeah, she might have just killed homegirl already.
Yeah,
which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But immediately after that, right, Chidori pulls up and she low-key starts squabbling with him. Yeah. I was sitting there dumbfounded because I'm like, Chidori's nice.
Yeah,
and she pulled up on this man expeditiously.
That speed blitz,
bro. Speed blitzed him.
Yep,
but he's still, he's still Chidori.
Yeah.
So he went weave, step back, rewind. The rewind is crazy.
No, the rewind was wild.
Nah, bro. Somebody got to give. That's just a disgusting weapon. Like, what the heck? I feel like you can't kill somebody with it, though, for a divine artifact.
No, you can. You just got to rewind, be right near.
Rewind him into a sword or something?
And stab him right then and there.
Bro.
She's up here pushing him off the house and stuff. She needs to have her knife ready when she does the rewind.
Bro.
You know what she should have done? Because he definitely fell after she pushed him off the house.
Yep.
She could have just jumped right down there and stabbed him right then and there. That's what she should have tried to do.
She should have tried it, but she wasn't doing it fast enough because after she snuck our boy, that boy's battle IQ's high.
Yeah, he realized what she was doing.
Immediately, bro. Like, he just locked in. He was just like, oh, word. And he pulls out his balls because, I guess that's just what all the green artifacts do. Because then I noticed it. It's like one of the ones that he gave to his lieutenants does the walls, and the other one does the bite. Oh, but his does both.
Gotcha.
That's what we learned in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he pulled up like a massive maze around his house, which was crazy, like a full-on labyrinth. And bro, he threw his hammer at her. It turned into like a Wukong staff type of shit because it just got big as hell.
Yeah, I don't even
and
know
he
what
knew
that
she was gonna pause it. And as soon as she paused it, he diffed her. I was just like,
he said, "Thank you for pausing that."
that man's old, man. And I thought that was gonna be the end of the aura. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, well, this man Fire D gonna have to run out of here somehow.
He can't get any worse, right?
Yeah, he can't do anything about that, man. You know what I'm saying?
So much worse,
bro. So Fighter D's pulling up on him, trying to be like, "Yo, man, I'll blow you up." Right? And he had like the freaking suicide bombs strapped on his chest. Man gets his little lighter out, and he was like, "Yeah, do it. Don't hesitate." Huh? Pardon?
I beg your pardon.
Wait, what do you mean? Bro, crazy. And Fighter D literally blew himself up, and he ate the explosion.
He said it tasted good, man. I said,
I don't even think Blue Ranger was moving like this.
Yeah, no.
I thought Blue Ranger was pretty cool. I think
they're also on their toes more now that the Blue Ranger is gone.
Died. That's fair. Bro, when he ate the explosion, it was just staring him down, and then Sakurama was like, "Man, I'll kill you," or Fire D rather, and he was like, "You, Sakurama?" I was like, he knew. Yep. He pulled out the freaking
that lizard. Yeah,
he said, "I've been watching you the whole time."
Yeah, I was like,
that's crazy. And the only reason he didn't end up killing him is like he was like, "Bro,
using him
just a fighter." Yeah, he's like, "I'd rather just learn stuff off of you. You're not even worth killing." And just walked away, went back to sleep, bro.
Don't come near my house again.
Yeah. It's kids back in, and this man Sakurama just screaming outside.
For real. Got Orifar on like
absolutely Orifar. What? That was gross. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I didn't know he had it like that.
No, he different. I'm gonna give you more.
I was already glazing him. Don't get me wrong, okay? You saw my last episode last week. Massive glaze. You'd been sitting there like, what is wrong with this man? Yeah. He didn't even do that much. But now I think he deserves it.
Yeah, he does. I'm not even going to hate on it this time.
I still think Red Ranger still might be the problematic one because I feel like he got a little screw loose.
No, he do.
Like, with or without his divine artifact, he gonna do something to you.
The way I saw him yell at that kid.
He just be killing people.
Nah, he wasn't yelling at no kids in the first season. Yeah. I mean, he was still packing people up for no reason.
Bro, Red Ranger moves like Homelander.
Bro. For real.
Like, he
killed homie in the first episode. Stomped out that other
homie. Over some tea.
Yelled at the other kid.
It's ridiculous, man. I ain't even gonna lie. But look, end of the day, this was a fire episode. I thought this was gonna be a slower one, but it ended up way tougher low-key potentially than the last episode.
Yeah, they was cooking.
You know what I'm saying? Cooking. I gotta give this one a 10. How about you?
10 out of 10. Let's try it again.
Yes, sir. Hey, if y'all like this episode of Go Go Loser Ranger, y'all let us know down below. But aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe down below. We'll catch you. Peace.